He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run it between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. So Mississippi State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the front. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
It's a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Offense gets set for second down. They'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Chapin. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. To the ground with the back. He is not going to... When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make in season. They can pull off a major upset. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the football first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They've made it to the middle of the season, number 1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But yes, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the number 1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Fires to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. They are both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Looking to pass, it's Shapen. Just too much of a rush and down.
No, so what, I throw myself under the bus for you? Are you serious right now? You got some nerve.
I wish you'd help me out.
I wish you didn't cheat on me. Okay, so that's that. I'm not telling him any sort of lie. I'm not lying to him.
Okay, well maybe just don't talk to him then.
No.
He's my dad, so you shouldn't have any contact with him anymore anyways.
We go golfing together every weekend.
Well, that should stop.
No. That's not what I do.
Okay, well, can you at least just not really... my dad, like, what's going on?
Why would I do that?
Because I don't want him to know.
Well, then you shouldn't have done what you did.
Okay,
You should have cheated on me.
Okay, yeah, but I still, can you just please not tell him?
No, I'm not doing anything for you. I'm not giving you any sort of favors.
Okay, well, you know that he's gonna be so mad at me.
Okay, how is that in any way my problem?
You know how he gets. You should at least want to, like, protect me from that.
No, I literally don't want to do a single thing for you. I mean, that's something that you could have considered before you cheated on me.
Okay, well, I wish that you could at least just tell him that, like, you were just, like, not in love with me anymore or something.
No, so what, I throw myself under the bus for you? Are you serious right now? You got some nerve.
I wish you'd help me out.
I wish you didn't cheat on me. Okay, so that's that. I'm not telling him any sort of lie. I'm not lying to him.
Okay, well, maybe just don't talk to him then.
No.
He's my dad, so you shouldn't have any contact with him anymore anyways.
We go golfing together every weekend.
Well, that should stop.
No. That's not what I do.
Okay, well, can you at least just not really...
Why would I do that?
Because I don't want him to know.
My son was supposed to go back to school today after Christmas break, and I'm going to tell you why he's not. Right before the break, there was an incident with him and another student in the bathroom. I picked him up. He immediately told me that he had gone to the bathroom on himself. And immediately I was like, okay, like, my son is 6 years old. Like, he knows not to, he's potty trained. Immediately, like, my mom's senses were up, and he told me that he was in the bathroom. There was another student watching him use the bathroom, and then he looked to see who it was. So the student was watching him through the stall, and my son looked underneath to see who it was, and he said that the student kicked him in the face, and then he peed on himself. So my son will not be going back. We are done. This is incident number 3. The school doesn't seem to want to do anything about it. They just kind of brush it off like, oh, it's like word of mouth or whatever. It's hearsay. And I know my son. He's not going to lie to me about something like that.
Remember playing duck hunt as a kid?
Come with us for our first day of high-risk consolidation phase chemo. We had to be there at 8 a.m., so we needed to get walked out by Dad and get some love, and he stayed behind with the boys and was going to come by and see us later. Big sister's still here, so they held hands the whole way there, which I just cannot. We got there, and she was in a pretty good mood, but she definitely gets anxious every time we walk in the door. This thing changes.
So much better. Wow. These are my family's Christmas presents. I am returning them, getting refunds, and going on a cruise. My sister saw the video immediately. I'm sure just a few minutes after it hit my page, she saw it, and I'm sure it wasn't just a few minutes later. She was showing my mom and my other sister and my brother. My sister did FaceTime me, and basically that conversation, she told me that I was selfish, that I was not getting my kicks either, and that if I really knew what she wanted, that I would have given her money for the time she's about to have off work because she's going to have an elective surgery. And the next day, my brother, he called me as well, and he's always like the mediator in the family, so he was really just trying to like smooth everything over, and he just really wants to hold our family together. So I actually have a dinner date with my mom and my brother here in just a couple weeks. I was a little bit nervous how that's going to go. My birthday's in March, so I'm just going to take the money that I'm going to get from everything, and I'm going on a cruise. I already have it booked. I'm super, super excited. It's a week-long cruise, and I'm just going to treat myself because I know that I deserve it, and I don't want to waste it on people. Did you know you get? Nothing, and I need you. Arts, welcome in. How are you? I'm playing Grill Kingdom. Oh, it's so hot.
Can you go to your room, please? Awesome. Can you go help your sister so she doesn't feel alone? Go, please. I'll have mom. Go help sister.
So much. Thank you so much. Check out this power tower.
Make money your way by delivering. Damn, that sucks, Josh. It cannot be happening.
sexually active, but...
I'm not.
Doctor, I think we covered this before.
What was your last period, Carla?
I don't know.
Have you ever had a gynecologic exam?
No.
Are you sexually active?
No.
The girl was brought in for an ectopic pregnancy, but she flat out denied she'd ever had sex. She insisted it was just something she ate. But how does an upset stomach cause internal bleeding? Outside the room, her parents heard the conversation and came straight in. In their eyes, their daughter was a good kid. There was no way this could be true. To them, it felt insulting. But for the ER doctor, the only thing that mattered right now was figuring out why she was crashing.
I like to be clear, honest, and direct as much as I can in the emergency department where every second counts. And sometimes, you may ruffle a few feathers, but no one's really died of having their feathers ruffled.
He asked her to point to where it hurt the most. She pointed to her right lower abdomen, an area that could mean appendicitis or something near the right ovary. To check his suspicion, the doctor had his assistant try to get a urine sample. But after working at it for a while, she couldn't produce any urine. And just as the doctor was starting to feel something was off, her condition changed. Her blood pressure began to drop. That meant she was bleeding somewhere. Based on experience, the ear doctor's concern shot to the worst possibility, an ectopic pregnancy with a ruptured tube. If she didn't get to surgery, she could die. Obin arrived, but refused to take her to the OR.
Have you proven that this is a pregnancy?
No, I haven't. I put a cath in, no urine came out, but what else could be?
I'm gonna need to know she's pregnant.
You gotta work with me, make sure it's not anything needs to go to the operating room.
Well, the last referral I had from your AD turned out to be appendicitis.
The quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He got a hand in there and knocks it away incomplete.
Lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinator.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Shaven. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Across the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. It's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay brief the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to find the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gives it on the option. There you go. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding, all right? This offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's close. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. Just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Hunt is on its way. On his way back to the 20. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This young signal caller just seems to get better. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level in their bit. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Manning. Throwing right. Down the seam. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10 for the offense. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's stopped, not much on the return, but when you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. inside the 10-yard line. He'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Catch in the middle, it's Reese. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Cradles it at the 35. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he runs into a wall. Maybe he got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Here's a hit. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Shapen. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the
such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your teammates.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Chapin. Right on his numbers on the slant. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 25. give on the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And he is drilled.
You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a second. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, made great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Traore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll keep it himself. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it. With 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. They go up top to get it down. 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, head into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down in line. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a call. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They bring the punter onto the field now. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Texas offense. There's enough time left in the half here, Dave, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before that.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far is Starkville. And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. At midfield, he's got room. Dashing the knee on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 18 to Ole Miss.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Bulldogs come to the line. In this situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Mosley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The defense brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires it down the seam. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Now facing a third and long. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. To the air. It's Manning. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
smile while we still...
For your workshop. Reason 1. Brooklyn's lesson on...
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Daniels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Taylor wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Taylor wants to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. Finds his open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to throw on first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it does.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Under fire.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback team.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. You still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had the...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
41, Mississippi State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational